I'm tremendously excited to see the new season.
Yes,
I have a million questions and I'm never going to get through them all.
All right, let's go for it.
Here we go.
How many?
How did you decide, or how was it decided that you would do direct episodes 1, 7, and 8?
I mean, I knew I was going to come in. I wanted to direct episodes this season, but I was also playing this role as an executive producer this year with John and Dave. And so I really wanted to, as someone who's been around since season 1, how do I best sort of set the tone for what we're doing this season, and express that in a way to the directors that are coming in that might be new to the process. And so it felt right that the first one happened, and then obviously to conclude the season storytelling with 7 and 8. So to have those bookends both gave me an anchor in the season as a director and into the real details of that work, and where we've been and where we're going. So I felt like having, sort of being both the lead off leg and the anchor of the of the relay felt like the right place to be creatively, just because it could give me a context of everything we were doing, and also help to express that both the cast, crew, and the directors as they were coming aboard.
Will fans at the end of the season, after your episode 8, will they be screaming at the television that they have to wait a while for season 4? Or will they be like, okay?
I mean, it's interesting because I think what we've been doing with the storytelling in the first 2 seasons and then with Book of Boba Fett has led us to this point. So I think on one level, there is a sense of things coming together, a culmination of stories that have been built for a very long time. But I also think there are seeds that are going to get planted throughout the season that point the way forward in terms of where the story could continue to go. And so I think, if we're doing what we're doing well, it's a little bit of both. But I do think there's something, at least for me, that feels like we've reached a kind of a chapter, and we're ending a chapter in the storytelling by the end of season 3 that's been built since we first met these 2 characters the first season. So I do think it's a little bit more of that, even though I think, I hope you're still screaming at the TV about where we're going next.
One of the things, though, this is the 3rd season, and I was saying off camera to you, the first season, you're learning how to make the show. Yeah. Second season, you're refining the volume technology, et cetera, et cetera. What have you been able to do in season 3 that perhaps you couldn't have done in the previous seasons using the technology and storytelling?
Yeah, I think, even though the technology, there hasn't been a big breakthrough in the way that the volume and stagecraft was that first season. What we have is a group of storytellers, filmmakers, actors that have been involved with the storytelling of Mandalorian since season 1. So it really feels like a team that's been together for a few seasons and has and now playing well together, sort of understand what they're doing. We know where everybody is on the court, on the pitch, on the field, and so it really does feel like we can push things creatively in ways that we wouldn't have attempted to season 1. And we're doing things now just in terms of the scale of things we're doing with the volume, how the process of sort of building and the sort of the realistic way that they're starting to be rendered in this season has just been fascinating to me, and then also in some ways when you're pushing things, you're breaking it too, and so I think we're still breaking the volume and still breaking the technology, but it's because we're, I think, in a very confident place about what we're doing. But I think season 3 again is both in size and in ambition the biggest one yet.
Thank you so much for your time.